99% of people, and I didn't share this for you exactly, but this is the exact 110% exactly what I have done exactly to get up, to the tops, to the 50 mark. It oscillates between 50 and 70.
Okay.
But and you got this recording, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just title it something on YouTube like, Empower Network leader, Jason Waite and James share quote secrets quote or something and share it. But I mean, it's really this is how I came up from the bottom. So instead of me just saying what I'm going to do, I want to do it a little bit different for people that are on the very bottom that are coming up, because a lot of certain people have certain tools and certain things that allow them to be in the position that they're at. But where I came from, 5 months ago, I was on the bottom. So this is what I personally did. Okay. So I basically started blogging on the Empower Network, the viral blogging unit, and I started blogging on there. The whole mantra of blog a day doesn't work, personally. I mean, you have to do I learned through just mistakes about the need to do the 8 core commitments daily, because I was blogging like once out of every 2 weeks for 3 weeks. And I thought making nice blogs and fancy blogs work, which they actually don't, which is strange.
Right.
But I started exactly kind of where you're at now. You're making videos like this, interviewing key leaders, but you understand the power of video capture with whatever debut or whatever. You can go to cnet.com and get the free software if you need it.
Right.
All kinds of free software. But I started blogging on the Empower Network blog, about 100 blogs. So you don't want to blog every day. You want to blog 6 times a day, which sounds crazy, but after a while you start to realize how easy it is. I learned that you have to blog. You have to do the 8 core commitments daily. If you want 2 a day, because 2 a day is actually very, very easy, it's a joke. So what you do is and this is what I did. After I blogged like 100 blogs on my Empower Network blog, I started my own personal blog, because for me, I felt like it was important to gather my own traffic. I feel like for a lot of people, it's important. The Empower Network blog is amazing because it's already got authority. It's the best dang blog you can get, really. But for me, I started learning some strategies, and I realized that I really needed a personal blog. Now, a personal blog isn't necessarily at all outdo Empower Network blog, but here's what I've done that has allowed it to beat the other one. First off, 99% of blogs, the nice looking ones that you find that you can upload for free or not free, even the ones that you pay, they're not good.
Right.
They're not SEO optimized. They can look amazing, like they're just going to tear it up, but they won't, because of the fact that it has to do with stuff that I don't really know a lot about, which is SEO. Right. So I started my own blog. I went to GoDaddy. Let me tell you why GoDaddy. Everyone says not to go to GoDaddy. Everyone says you can go to all these different places, and this is why I went to GoDaddy. I went to GoDaddy.com. I bought my name. People join people, not opportunities. So if you're starting like cashflyingthroughyourwindow.com, I mean, you can do that, but I think people want to get to know people. So for me, I mean, anybody can do what they want to do, but I think work with your first name, work with your first and last name, or just your name, or however you want to do it, that's fine. Duplicate with Raul, duplicate or market with Raul, that's fine. But any kind of weird, like, pilesofcash.com or anything like that, to me, is just a little different. I think people like those people. But anyway, buy your name. I bought basic hosting on GoDaddy, and here's why. Because if you buy hosting in your name with GoDaddy, they'll actually do all the hard work for you, which is integrating your personal blog, your name, your hosting. It's not that easy to sit there and play around and navigate through the back office to put up your blog the right way.
Right.
And they'll actually do it for you on the phone, because I don't like to do any of that stuff. So buy your name, buy the very, very, very basic package of hosting, because you can use like 10 websites for the basic. You can probably use 20 or 30 for the mid-level. So don't let them upsell you, because they're damn good. They almost upsell. I mean, they're good. I mean, they'll be like, oh well, this does this and this, and you'll just be like, okay, just do it. But they can set everything up. So you've got WordPress specifically for WordPress hosting, not regular hosting. It's specifically for WordPress hosting that you'll get through GoDaddy, and on the phone we'll walk you step by step to put it up. So here's what you do too. Okay, so I personally use the Flexibility 3 WordPress theme. If you go to the bottom of my blog at jasoncwaite.com, you'll see on the very bottom it says Flexibility 3. And there's a reason why I use it, because the page looks like ass. It's horrible.
Right.
I mean, it looks bad. I'm talking, but the reason why I use it is because it's so kick-ass. It converts well. It's SEO optimized. It's the best free site, I believe. I did a lot of homework going through countless pages. The Flexibility 3 to me is a no-brainer. You got to do little things like you do on Empower Network. Upload your banner, or you don't have to upload the banner. You do your profile picture, you do your stuff. You'll learn that as you go along. But that's really why. And there's a lot of other reasons that when you start learning how important, not only the 8 core commitments, but the blog. I always tell people, blog 6 to 8. If you want to be top 150 in 3 months, this is exactly how you do it. You blog 6 times a day on your personal blog. Now, you don't want to blast it with OnlyWire your first 60 blogs, 90 blogs.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be real careful that you're not drawing. Because these search engines know that if you start doing fishy stuff like you put up a blog and you blast a million backlinks up to everywhere, they're going to know that it marks it as, they think it's spammy. So at first you want it to make it look real natural. You may only blog 2 to 3 times a day your first 2 or 3 weeks, and then kick it up to 6 times a day, the next couple of weeks. And then when you get to that month level, that's when you start blasting your content. And when I say blasting, I mean use OnlyWire. I don't use TriPro. I don't use Hootsuite or whatever. I only use OnlyWire. That's the only thing that I do. So, when you get to the 6 a day, always OnlyWire your blog. And there's some other SEO is pretty. You can find everything on the internet about SEO. You already know about that. But I always put a YouTube video. Like right now, you're already kicking ass. This video right now is working for you 24/7. Right now, people are clicking the link below your video because what's happening is they know that when they click your link below this YouTube video, we're not only YouTube, but there's all kinds of video sites you can post this. Right now they're ecstatic. They're going to click that link right below this video. So at any rate, you only wire your video when you get it up on YouTube. You can only wire that YouTube video as well. And you also want to do, of course, your blog. So we were talking about before, what was the kicker before? I can tell right now off the bat that you're really thinking a lot about advertising, because that's consistently the thing that people have. They feel like advertising is really the magic bullet, but in reality, you probably won't pull 10% leads from your advertising. I mean, it's better. As a beginner, this is what I would do. Later on, yes, but the thing is that it takes certain tools that take an investment. So if you're new to this whole thing, you're constantly scaling up. So when I talk about this approach, it's not to say that that is advertising. It's not the cheap methodology when you move up, but I'm talking about coming from the very bottom. So as a new person starts to gather a little cash flow, their first month and a half, they're not going to get any leads. Not even, they're going to get 0 off of their personal blog because it doesn't have authority like Empower. But what happens is it starts to catch authority and then it just goes crazy. But okay, so here's the kicker with your personal blog. When you go to jasoncwaite.com, James, and the people that are watching this video that are on your list, there's going to be this little sliding thing that slides like a little form. Mm-hmm. It's not the form that stays on the web page. It's that sliding form. That form is the most important tool on your personal blog besides your banners and your form. Okay, so what happens later on when you start doing paid advertising, PPC, wink, wink, you're going to start paying. I would never pay 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents an ad. But it by far outdoes, I think, any of the stuff. Solo ads. Now, I don't do co-ops. I don't touch them. But I didn't start doing things like PPC till about a month ago. But really, I don't even advise anybody to do PPC until they're making like 1,000 or 2,000 a month, because the fact is you need cash flow to invest in basic tools like the OnlyWire. When you start using OnlyWire 6 times a day or 12 times a day with YouTube and Facebook, or not Facebook, your personal blog, it costs money. So you're investing at least 20% of your profits back into your business. But at first, as you know, when you're earning what we think of as peanuts, you've got to invest 100%. So you want to buy tools like OnlyWire. You've got Aweber, where it's dripping on your leads, but that sliding form we were talking about, that's actually on Aweber. But people don't know that little pop-up form is actually part of your Aweber service. You got Aweber, right, James?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you got your auto-responding messages, your check on that. When you get a personal blog, you're going to want your form, and you want to offer something that 99% of people with blogs don't have, which is James's free bootcamp.
Okay.
Leave your email here, because I'm going to teach you via recorded videos, just like this video, the video that people are clicking the link below because they like your stuff so much. You're going to offer them something free for being on your list. So it could be a 5-day boot camp. It could be like day 1, you get to know James a little bit. Day 2, you teach them how to write a blog. Day 3 could be SEO. Day 4 could be, adding video. Day 5 could be teaching them how to gather a list or whatever. Because for me personally, I felt like those things were so critical as a new beginner. So if I would have known everything that you've got in this video right now, which is start a personal blog, have a form, add all the banners. If you go to jasoncwaite.com, James, what you have, you'll see that it kind of gives the person a choice of banners. And I like the idea of having a blog to where your number one goal of the whole blog is to direct them into the funnel, whether it's clicking links, whether it's telling them physically where to go in a video like this. Like right now, you've actually, by the time most people have seen this video, you're going to have a personal blog up. So what they're going to want to do right now is click the link, go to the upper right-hand side, and leave your name and email in James's form. He's going to give you the most badass 5-day boot camp, because I'm going to help him get access to that information. And the banners are going to give you free information that you can learn about this whole thing. So I think that's really the key thing. I personally, until someone's making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, the basic tools that are going to help them dominate the internet through blogging are really going to cost some money. So Aweber is about $1. I think for the first 2 weeks it's going to cost $20. Then you're going to need OnlyWire, which is another like $20 or $25, and you're going to have to upgrade it because you're blogging. But if you're blogging, here's another kicker that will give you 90% more leads through your blogging. All people have to do is go to npros.com. It's like npros.com, and there's about 1,000 reviews. When you go to npros.com, there's 1,000 reviews. They're alphabetical order. You can do 6 a day, and you could probably do it within 2 to 3 hours. And then you'll need to do some basic SEO stuff. But you just copy and paste. Start with A, work your way down. If you're doing 6 a day, you should be good. And create like a 30-second video, like a YouTube video, that just says, hey, this is James. Thanks for checking out this video. Below this video is a link to my blog. And I always do scam reviews or scam concerns or scam complaints. I don't write just about everything. I know that some people say you can write about everything, but personally, you get way more leads. I know because I've done it. I mean, you get more leads. Like if someone right now is looking for, let's say any company, like the big hop is Solivay. Like if you write Solivay scam complaints, James speaks out. They're gonna like 90% of those people are in Solivay. They're gonna click the link and they're gonna like, who's this guy talking bad about my company? And the other 10% are actually skeptics, and they're wanting to learn more. And the first thing you're gonna do is you got both parties who are gonna click links. They're gonna go to your boot camps. They're gonna wonder why James here is getting so many darn leads for his business, because you're telling your story in every blog. You're not really telling anything about Solivay. You're just giving them like 3 or 4 reasons why it's not a scam, or maybe what it's about. And then you might social proof. And at first, the key, yeah, go ahead.
We got 30 seconds. So want me to save it?
If you make another video, at any rate, click the link below, because when you do, you're going to get access to the second video, and it may be up already. So click the link. It's going to click off. James has got the tools now. He's on the path. So peace out.